guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe with day number 9. Must be October 9th. It must be Monday today as we venture further into the month of October. It is our month. This is the month that horror was made for. A directorial debut here at day number 9. Mario Bava's got to come up here, and so I figured I'd start with his directorial debut, Black Sunday, which is, and I know this is a cliche term, we use it way too often, but it is a masterpiece by far. And, in terms of modern day directorial debuts where somebody seems to seemingly hit it out of the park with film number 1. What about, and this is just a minor plug, but Oz Perkins, man, for The Black Coat's Daughter. That just was a fantastic first film out of the park, grand slam. What he's done since then, I don't know, may not be quite to the level of that, but it's interesting what we may see from him in the future. But we are here to talk about Black Sunday, man. Mario Bava, man, cinematographer on this, shooting this. I think he pretty much did everything in this movie that there was to do. Black Sunday, 1960, runs 1 hour 27 minutes. 1 hour 27 minutes. John Richardson, Andrea Cecchi, Antonio Dominici, and of course the lovely Barbara Steele. 2 roles here in this film. Again, Bava, who also shot his own Bay of Blood. Will that come up in 31 Days of Horror? I'm not sure. Or maybe this one. I don't know if I've ever reviewed this movie. Kill Baby Kill. Who knows? Who knows? But Black Sunday, a nice, beautiful release by Kino as part of the Mario Bava collection. And I don't remember paying a whole lot for this, but man, this is one, if you're a horror movie fan, this movie, it has to be in your collection. It must be in your collection. There is just no other way around it. It has to be in your collection. This is one of the greatest films of all time. And it revolves around a witch who is, rightfully, her and her, I think it's her brother. So weird, that relationship. I guess it depends on the dubbing and how that comes across. But she is, rightfully put to the stake. But as before the flames are lit, she pronounces a curse in which she will. These movies, man, I always love these movies. I don't know why, man. Somebody either say rightfully or not so rightfully, Long Hair of Death, Margariti, who is put to the stake and pronounces that curse, and then temptably, Rob Zombie's latest, or not latest, but yeah, that movie he did. Salem. Yeah, that one. Why can't I think of the stupid name? I don't know, this happens. Because I got this on my brain right now. But there's another one quite like that. Lords of Salem. Boom. Anyways, but she pronounces her curse, and as fate or providence would have it, the rain comes and puts the flames out, or even before they get the flames going. And so they have to bury her in a tomb. But what they do is they lay her in this tomb, knowing the curse she's pronounced, and they have like a sort of a glass so that she perpetually can see through the glass, even though she's dead. And there is a cross that is there, right, so that it sort of keep her entombed forever. But we got about 100 years or so later, and you got a couple wandering, not really wandering, but professors who are coming through the area on their way to a lecture series, I think, and carriage breaks down. Hate it when that happens. And they see the chapel there, and so it looks spooky. It's a crypt, and they're professors, so let's go check it out. And in so doing, the one has a run-in with a bat, which leads to the breaking of the cross, and of course the breaking of the glass, which of course his curiosity can't contain itself, so he reaches in and pulls the mask up. She had been, when she was put to death, They old style, man. They put the mask with the nails inside right up, and then bam, and then they were gonna burn her. And so he pulls the mask away to show her face, which seems to be still intact in spite of 100 years. And so this puzzles him a bit, but he cuts himself, and of course it's the blood that becomes the catalyst for the witch, Barbara Steele's character, to come back from the grave and exact her revenge. And so she does just that. And her brother, she calls him from the grave, which is an awesome scene where he just sort of comes up through. We don't get enough of that, where the person actually climbs up through the earth and pulls them away out from their grave. Much of the sets were designed in monochrome to enhance the black and white texture, and so the shadows, the blacks and the grays or whatnot, it just looks absolutely beautiful. And Barbara Steele's character, her descendant who lives, it's the witch's motive to gain a hold of her and use her as a vassal in which to have a new life, in which she will bring this family down and probably the whole town and everything else with it. But you know, this is one of those rarities from the old days where good does work hard to triumph here, and a bit of love and romance as well. Some great scenes, man. Just the set designs, everything that's built, it's just beautiful to look at. It's just beautiful, man. This film, it's really hard to, let me just read a little bit of this. In one of the most auspicious directorial debuts in movie history, Mario Bava bridged the gap between the Gothic horror picture and the European art film with Black Sunday. Made in 1960 and now considered a cult classic, it continues to reverberate through cinema, inspiring and influencing new generations of filmmakers. An absolutely mesmerizing performance. Black Sunday stars Barbara Steele as Vada, the beautiful woman tortured and executed as a witch, but not before pronouncing a curse. Yes, it's 200 years later, my bad. Newly mastered HD edition. This is beautiful, man. This is absolutely beautiful. The score by Roberto Nicolosi, just insane as well, man. Everything about this, there is not one bad thing about this movie. Nothing. And then the end, it ends the way too often today we have a dark, which I don't mind. I love dark endings. I love it. But I love going back in the day when good, and I guess it's a bit of a spoiler, so my apologies, but good does triumph in the end here. But not without heavy cost. And this is just brilliant, man. And so from Planet of the Vampires and that intensely gothic atmosphere, otherworldly, truly to the point, here in his debut, it's just genius on film. And his son Lamberto, which is going to have to come up in 31 days, was able to maybe not reach the pinnacle of his father's success, but he did manage to create some incredible moments of Italian horror gore history that you know, us horror fans just really love, right? So anyways, here on day number 9, Black Sunday, this is an absolute must in 31 days of horror. You have got to watch this, man, a few times if you already haven't already. Anyways, man, on to day number 10. We'll see what that may bring. As always, man, we end these things off with Go Bills.
This is not a dream. Not a dream.
We might be useful.